What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. Y'all already know, Looper Norris back with another reaction video. So Afroman, this is a very famous musician from way back in the day, man. He's mostly known for the song Because I Got High. This is a song that he made maybe like 30 years ago, but even till this day still getting plays. It probably has about 400 million views on YouTube, so that shows you how popular this song is, man. Very famous musician, man. Very well known. He made a few other songs that got pretty big as well, but Because I Got High is like, that's definitely his biggest hit, man. He built a pretty good music career since dropping that song, man. Working with a lot of different artists, performing worldwide. Recently, he got caught up in a situation. So he basically got his house raided by Ohio police, and it wasn't supposed to happen. There was no warrant, there was no credentials to do it, there wasn't any proper paperwork for the cops to legally do what they did. He wasn't at home at the time, and like I said, he's pretty wealthy. He built a pretty good career for himself. He made a lot of money off of it. He has a big house and he has cameras scattered all over his house. So because they wrongfully raided his house, he basically took the situation and turned it into music, turned it into an opportunity to make fun of the cops individually who raided his house. He wrote songs about the situation and he made music videos about it. And he made the music videos out of the footage that he caught on the camera. In the footage, you can see the cops break the door down. There's about 10 of them. They're like walking through the house. I'm pretty sure they got their guns drawn. They're basically trying to find any information that's connected to human trafficking and selling drugs. So I think that's what he was accused of. That's what they're basically raiding his house for. The footage, it shows them walking through the house while the music's playing, which is pretty funny. They're like searching through his jacket, his coats. They tried shutting down the surveillance cameras. He has the ability to see what's going on those cameras while he's not at home, because he wasn't at home at the time. I think he was driving back from doing a performance. He was looking through, I guess, his cell phone while the cops were like raiding his house. They're like digging through his coats. It looks like they're trying to get some money off of it, and I think that ended up being a fact once the trial went on. But yeah, that's basically what happened. He made a bunch of songs about it to kind of like point out the bullshit and sort of make fun of the cops for wrongfully raiding his house without any type of proper paperwork or anything like that. And because he made these videos and these songs, the cops are suing Afroman for basically making fun of them publicly, for the humiliation. This has gone on for like 3 years, this whole trial. Maybe like a few days ago, the verdict has finally been announced, and Afroman ended up winning the trial. I think a lot of people were on his side for this one, because it's pretty messed up to have your house raided, even though you're like completely innocent. You know what I'm saying? You're just some musician making music for people. Pretty crazy, man, honestly, the whole story. But legal minded, breaking down the whole situation. It looks like he's a specialist with this type of stuff when it comes to like law and order, people getting sued. I'm gonna have him narrate this one as I react with you guys about this whole situation, man. A lot of the songs made me laugh, definitely, man. We'll break this down, go through the video. It's pretty crazy though that he actually got sued for something like that. I feel like the whole thing could have been completely avoided if they just like apologized to him. We'll fix whatever property we damaged and, you know what I mean, move on. Because Afroman, I don't think he was trying to sue the cops for what they did. I think he just wanted his like door to get fixed, like he kept saying, and just an apology. Those literal two things. And I think they took money from him too, so I think he wanted whatever money that they took, he wanted that back, his doors to get fixed, and an apology. That's all he was looking for. But then because the cops ended up suing Afroman, it turned into this whole like lawsuit. So we're about to get through this video, man. Legal minded is gonna explain everything a little bit better than I did, and all this will make a little more sense. But before we do this, check out the new track I'm Himalayas, available everywhere, man. The new track for March 24th, HypeBeast Distracted, the next new track. Check that out on all platforms. March 24th, 12-track mixtape, GTA in the 6, July 4th. Plenty more content to drop, man. Just subscribe to the channel, share, like, comment. Here we go.
Afroman takes full victory in his case against the Adams County Sheriff. We do that today and some hilarious clips from the trial, which absolutely are amazing on this video on The Legal Mindset, where we teach you to be your own judge. Of course, it's a fast facts video, the quick and dirty, the latest in the legal news. So let's get into the case real quick for a background and those that may or may not know. Obviously, we had the defendant here, Afroman Joseph Edgar Foreman, against the plaintiff, Adams County Sheriff. These are the parody depictions from one of Afroman's videos. We got Officer Poundcake, the Hunchback, Lick 'em Low Lisa, as she goes by.
Like, this is the shit I'm talking about, bro. Like, oh man, it's pretty jokes, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
And all of those cast of characters that were coming against him after a raid on his house. His house was raided under suspicion of narcotics and kidnapping. They smashed his front door open, his gate. They searched his entire house. They took cash. They debatably took Poundcake, but they found no drugs, no kidnapping victims.
Another, like, that's, yo, when if you see like the music videos, Lemon Poundcake, I think that's the name of the song, man. Bro, like, yo, it's like watching some like comedy show or something. Like, are you serious, bro?
And because that Afroman was reasonably upset, and because of that, he worked back and did something non-violent, as we do, using his speech to parody the incompetence of law enforcement through parody videos he put up on his website. Now, after he used that surveillance footage to create parody videos and mock them, they decided to sue him for defamation. Now, we have a verdict in that case, and that case, as we can say, did not go well for the sheriffs.
It's been an emotional case. It's been a well-tried case. The lawyers did what they should do. The parties did what they should do.
You see what he's wearing too? Like, yo, he's wearing like all American flag suit and the glasses to match, bro. Like, yo, with a fur coat to cover it up. Like, bro, he's a straight up pimp, bro. Yo.
All circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. Like one. No plaintiff verdict prevailed. It's been
that means complete Afroman victory. Yeah. On all counts, it goes to the defendant that it's Afroman. Everything in his favor. Not a single officer prevailed against him. That is an absolute.
That's how it should be, bro.
Complete Afroman W.
It all could have been avoided, man.
One of the things is this trial provided some amazing and crazy music videos and clips, which were absolutely wild. And while he won in court, he won even bigger on social media with this getting out all across all of the internet.
Like, everybody is taking Afroman's side, bro. Everyone. Like, I bet the judge in that courtroom, he was probably on Afroman's side too, bro. Just didn't want to like show it because he's the judge, right?
At X, everywhere else, a New York Post, TMZ, everybody ended up covering this case. So even in instances where the officers themselves had not seen these videos, they were not only forced to watch them in court, as you'll see in a clip here in a second, but also now they're going to see these all across the internet. So here we're going to have a clip where this officer had actually not seen the video Lemon Poundcake and now is forced to watch this in court.
Mr. Cooley, sorry, Sean, you were called Officer Poundcake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times.
You were all
hundreds of pound cakes at work.
Hundred.
Yo, Afroman's funny, bro. Like, yo, he's a comedian, bro. Straight up.
Different people.
And the context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but...
Well, he's about to figure out. He's about to find out where Officer Poundcake came from. And mind you, this is the defense playing the video for him, saying, hey, no, you're going to watch this and you're going to know where this came from because you need to know the origin of this and how it's complete parody and how this is something that is well protected by the First Amendment.
They found no kidnapping victims, just a living pounded. Mama's living pounded. It takes so long.
Great lighting. The song's a banger.
The sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice.
And that's classic. This is classic parody. Trying to sue over essentially what comes back to a donut joke. Hungry cops liking food, liking sweets. That's essential parody. That's essential humor. That's something everybody
bro, like, what is that? Like, yo, like, am I watching a TV show, bro? Like,
recognizes as humor. But this guy, to not even to take the position, the sheriff, that he had never seen the video, he didn't know about it, he had no idea where he got it from, no idea why he said that, having to play that out in front of him in court, not only in front of those people, but now in front of the entire internet, the entire world that now knows why this guy is called Officer Pound Cake, because he's a little hefty and he's eyeing that a little hungrily.
Let me pound cake, trending on TikTok. Let me pound cake, pound cake.
And thus the legend was proved in court. But the clips didn't stop there. There's even more ridiculous moments from the courtroom with the officers. The next one is one that I couldn't believe.
So you're claiming that is the defamation
this one was funny. This might have been the funniest clip, bro.
statement is that he said he had sex with your wife.
Yes.
And that's painted you in a false light.
It's caused tremendous pain
I don't know
in
why.
my life.
This is
I'll
the
get to
funniest
that. We
one.
have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
He doesn't know if his wife...
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like a Dave Chappelle skit, bro. Like, bro.
is cheating on him with Afroman.
Dave
That look of
Chappelle,
genuine
bro.
shock
Like,
where he's
come
like,
on,
I
man.
don't know whether my wife is well, you're claiming this is false, but now you're saying you don't even know if your wife is out there going and running off with Afroman in the middle of the night. You're actually this parody video injected doubt in this man. This is something I have never seen in a courtroom before. Genuine questions of marital fidelity over a rap video mocking and parodying this guy.
Bro,
Absolutely.
this shit's jokes, bro.
Once again, I've not seen
It's
clips
funny,
like
bro.
this and quotes like this from a case anywhere else. But it doesn't, once again, they don't stop there.
Like,
Now
it's supposed to be like a serious ass lawsuit. Everybody's in suits. It's a real court, real judge, real lawyers, bro. And then it's just like, yo.
get
I
into
don't know,
another
man.
clip where we're talking about one of the female officers.
Mr. Foreman posted that Lisa Phillips likes to have with other women. He used other words. She ate my ex-wife just like pizza.
I never thought I would hear she ate my ex-wife just like pizza in a courtroom.
What
I
the
never
fuck,
really
bro?
thought I would hear that. Really, ever.
the
But here we are
fuck?
in the Afroman case.
Eating, blah, 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 over and over, thousands of times on the internet. People saw
What
it,
the
people
hell?
laughed, people from out of state. But people here in Adams County would sometimes yell at her when they saw her. Hey, Lisa Low Phillips, that was his nickname for her. Mr. Foreman posted.
So
that
once
Lisa
again, this is classic parody. This is something that the defense attorney brought up when he's brought up the song WAP, saying, hey, look, rap lyrics are graphic. Songs are graphic. You don't often think that is actual literal reality.
Yeah, but like honestly, like it's not really like rap. Like I don't really see Afroman as a rapper. He's more like a soul singer type thing. Like I wouldn't consider him a rapper though.
When you're going through those rap lyrics, when you're going through those songs, that's not
Man's like
reality.
a
So the
musician,
fact that
like
you're
a full-out
embarrassed by
musician,
some
straight up.
words in there, or those words offend you, or those words might be words you
Funk.
don't
That's what I was
that
thinking,
doesn't
bro.
equal liability. That doesn't necessarily equal defamation.
It's like more like soul funk music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's more of his style.
That equals parody. That equals mocking. That equals public humiliation. That's not defamation or even false light, which is a different type of claim, which is allowed in Ohio, but not in some other states, that allows essentially a defamation-like claim, but for a false and misleading portrayal of someone. That's false light versus defamation. But in either case, it's neither one of those because it is simple hyperbole. It is simple artistic speech. And last but not least, we have another amazing quote from this case, which I think is probably the first time I've heard this in all of courtroom history.
In my opinion, I f***ed his wife dog style.
Yo,
He said it like they were facts.
yo.
I have to say, if I
this lawyer is killing me, bro. It's just like he's saying these things, and he's just like he's in this like serious like mode, like he's trying to say it in like a serious way because he's a lawyer in court, like. Bro,
was in the courtroom
like,
when this went down, I would
this?
absolutely be losing it. I would not be able to hold it. Once again, these are rap lyrics. This is what people say. If you listen to rap, it's I effed your girl, I did this, I effed this girl, your sister, your cousin, whatever. That's normal. That's artistic speech. That's not something that is regulated. That's not something we find liability for. But the plaintiffs, the Adams
unless it's King Von.
County Sheriff decided to bring this case, and by bringing these cases and bringing this case and making these arguments and arguing that these statements were defamatory on live television broadcast around the world, now you're going to hear this even more. So the humiliation was actually increased by the fact that they brought this claim. And if you look at Afroman's channel, you can see a lot of his videos were just pushed out in the last week or two. In fact, if this trial had not happened, many of those videos might not have come out at all. So let's get to my judgment. In judgment, this is a full victory for Afroman, completely clearing him of any liability, of any sort of accountability for this. This is not on him at all in any way.
Man.
The judge laid that out there. The jury obviously came to a very clear and concise and decisive victory. So this is something that is a huge win for First Amendment free speech, for parody, for artistic creation, for fans of lemon pound cake. And I think this is a great example of a trial where they looked at the videos, they looked at the context, they looked at the damage and said there's nothing wrong here and there's no damage done. And I think this did come out the right way. However, the trial is even more valuable that it provided countless clips which will fuel even more internet parody of the sheriffs. And it's kind of a lesson for lawsuits not to bring and reasons why you should not bring a lawsuit if you do not want to be mocked, if you do not want to be humiliated, if your charges are weak, if your charges are not strong, because that is indeed going to happen when it comes out. But I want to know what you guys think about the Afroman trial. Let me know in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next one.
Yeah, man. So that's it for the video, man. Honestly, man, that's good for Afroman. The victory, pretty crazy. All that happened to him. All of this could have been avoided because everybody makes mistakes. If those cops just apologize to Afroman, you know, like, okay, this was a mistake, my bad, what could we do to help you now? Like, since like all this shit went down, like how much can we give you for the door that we broke down? The cameras, if they broke the cameras, like, you know what I mean? I think they just like pulled the plug on them. But like, if they broke the cameras, how much does that cost, man? Like, whatever damage we did to your house, like, we can help fix it, shake hands, and then everybody goes on with their life, bro. The fact that they had to like sue him and then turn this into a whole like lawsuit, bro, like it's such a waste of time, money, and resources, man. It could have been used on like more serious situations. I feel like this type of shit happens a lot, man, and like sometimes the innocent person ends up losing. So I'm happy to see Afroman win this lawsuit so he can keep making good music for all of us. But let me know what you guys think about this situation, man. Comment down below, like the video, share, subscribe, man. I got more of these videos coming up for the future, more music to drop, man. Y'all already know, Looper Norris. I'm out of here.